Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special edition of Coach's Corner. And guess what? Season it is. No, it's not the holiday season. It is basketball season, the greatest season in the course of the year. I'm here with my boys' basketball team and Coach Montez. We can talk to you guys a little bit about some cool stuff today. Just so you're aware, Santa doesn't deliver junk, but he does like wild dunks. So with that being said, let's get rolling. We'll start here to my left. Go ahead and introduce yourself and what is your primary position that you play?
I'm David Narvaez. What position do I play?
All
Every
positions.
My name is Michael Gonzalez. My primary position would be shooting guard, small forward.
Okay, shooting guard, small forward. You're a utility man. That's what I would call you.
Yeah.
Utility man. That's what they would call me. Go ahead.
Coach Montes, head varsity basketball coach, going on 6 years here. So been with these boys since they were in, sixth grade when I first met y'all? Seventh, yeah. So they're seniors now, so we've had a relationship for a while.
That's awesome. Well, that's a long relationship.
Yeah.
And my relationship started in, what was it, week 1 of football. I got yelled at because I did not say not nice, and now I do. I got it right. See, I learned. I listened. I learned. So, how's the season going so far? Where are we at? What's our record?
We're doing good.
I think we're undefeated.
Undefeated. That's a good record.
Undefeated in the charter league, yeah. But I think I counted last night. We're like on a 8 to 9 game winning streak. So I'd say as long as I've been here, that's the longest streak we've had since I started. Yeah.
That's incredible. What was the name of that team that you guys played over Thanksgiving break that Tuesday night? The private school team that we played.
SA Lutheran, yeah.
So I was at that game. I watched all the games that night. That game, for me, this little thing just kind of clicked in my head that if we play our game, I don't know that we're going to be beat easily. You know, we might run into a team from Dallas and they're all 6'6", and there's nothing you can do about that, right? Like that just happens. But even the team that we were playing, the Lutheran team, you know, they were from my background in basketball, they seem like a very traditional basketball program. And very traditional basketball programs can be very hard to beat. They got a little bit of everything, you know, and they're disciplined and they play well. What was the success in that game for you guys? Because almost like halfway through that game, I also felt like you guys realized we can't be beat if we play our game. So what were your thoughts about that game that night?
I thought that once we talked and came like a team and figured out that what we needed to do better, then we just flipped that switch that we usually do, and we started to play more together and do what we all know we can do.
Okay, perfect. What about you, sir?
Same thing that David said. As long as we face together, usually win our games. Like in every game we play, we start off slow, but once the second half comes, we turn up.
What do you think that is? Why does that happen?
We're just getting warmed up for sure.
Why don't you warm up sooner?
We try to, but
Is it like this mental thing when you play better from
I
behind?
think
Or
it's more
what?
mental, yeah.
Okay. What are your thoughts on that, on your team, Coach?
I mean, the word they use and the word we're using this year is together. So definitely they stick together. We do prepare before games. We watch film. They'll take notes on the other team, and I think it's not until they actually play them and they see that the studying that we did before the game is actually what's happening. And a lot of times when we go into halftime, me and Coach Lawson will go in there, you know, we'll tell them what we need to fix, what we need to do. But before halftime is over, me and Coach Lawson we leave the locker room, and these guys, they stay in there and they talk and they figure it out themselves. So sometimes, yes, it does take until halftime, and it does give me a couple white hairs, and I'm thinking about it all night.
Kind of like me.
Yeah, but they do stick together and they figure it out, and you know, we create this schedule so it could build that toughness and get that mental block out of the way that they are talented, they are a good team, and we just need to stay disciplined and stick to our valuables. We have a list on the board, our non-negotiables, where no matter what, we're gonna stick to this script, and it's gonna get us through the game.
6 years playing together. What kind of conversations are you having? How do you get everybody ready?
Music for sure.
What's the song?
YMCA.
Well,
Yeah, oh yeah,
YMCA.
Okay. Didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
What else? What other than music? What unites you guys and gets you ready for war, as they say?
Before every game, we start off with a prayer, so that makes us lock in for sure.
And I think a lot too, like the camaraderie, chemistry is sticking together. So I know we have like Miss Marvelous, David's mom, and Michael's mom helps out a lot too. But a lot of parents they'll bring food and snacks, and we kind of created that room there in the gym so they could be together before, after games, before and after practices. Because years before, the teams would kind of just be dispersed; they wouldn't be together, as the word we're using this year. So they built that relationship in there, and the girls use it as well. And it's kind of in a basketball program how we stick together. But before games, we have the LED lights, and they'll turn off the room lights and just have the LED lights on, kind of just set the mood. We have a pregame schedule, and at the end it just says lock in, and I think that's what they do. They turn off the lights, let the LED lights on. Put the music on. I think the YMCA is more for after the game, after kind of a celebration song. I think they have a different song before the game.
I don't know. Doesn't sound like it. So I mean that's all great stuff. I guess it's a good time to interject. We've been looking for it since last year, but we weren't really using our gym's audio systems and things very well. We got them running last year, and then we added the wireless mics and that kind of stuff to get all that up and running. Because like football, we put on a production for football. We want to be able to put on productions in our gyms for basketball and volleyball and all that as well. So over Christmas break, I think they're coming on the 23rd. They're tearing all those old speakers and everything out. They're putting in brand new sound systems in both rooms. And those sound systems will not only face the crowd, but then they'll also have speakers that face the court so that you guys can utilize that for warm-ups or whatever halftime, whatever you want to use it for. And just make basketball an event, That's just the way we did football, and just keep building those programs and getting that stuff better. So I think that would be great, and I'll make sure they play the YMCA.
We'll have it queued up.
What is your better? You guys better? You think in offense or better at defense, or what is the thing that gets you motivated when you're out there?
Defense,
For sure.
Defense for sure.
We're known as like the defensive team.
Okay.
We very much are very aggressive, and we all focus a lot of our attention on defense.
And you're fast. That helps.
That helps.
Yeah.
We're not a bigger team as well, so.
Yeah, and I think recognizing that and that being part of your game is awesome. Not all my favorite players in every sport always tend to lean toward that defensive side. There's only one Michael Jordan, but there's also only one Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
There's only one guy that can play like that. So I love that about your team, and you're fun to watch. And you guys, when you go out there and you play, it's really incredible. Who's your motivator on the team when it comes to defense? It just gets everybody to lock in whenever you need it to happen.
I would say David for sure.
You say David?
Yeah.
You the man?
I love playing defense.
He doesn't do it vocally, but the guy will sacrifice his body and he'll be on the floor. He just has a nose for the basketball. So
Sounds like Dennis Rodman.
yeah, we have definitely in the press. We have him back in the back because he's just a cleanup guy. But I was thinking about that, and I too. I was like, man, if we didn't have David's defensive tenacity, we lose a lot. But so I know that Michael, everybody is really good on defense, but I think that's David's specialty. But that's what we kind of came in this year with. I know it's a collective group of the boys and the girls coaches, and I know over the summer, Coach Merlin, he told us, he's like, we need to find a defensive identity. So that's what we came in. Me, Coach Lawson, we have like 3 different types of full court press. We have 3 different types of half court traps, and we're doing man, and we blitz ball screens and DHOs, and it's just staying disciplined on the backside. So I think, defensively, like David said, we're undersized a lot of times, and like that Lutheran game, I think they had a guy who was like 6'5" and 6'5", yeah. We played in the Medina tournament this past weekend that we won. We got first place, but that team at the end, they had some hype, and so a lot of Michael will play the five sometimes, and I think he's been doing that since last year.
Wow.
Yeah, over the summer we played the summer league, and we
No
played,
fear.
yeah, we played like Alamo Heights and Antonian, and we were always going in underside. So
Hi, Antonio. We can see you from here.
yeah,
We're coming for you too. That's it's incredible that, and it makes sense, man. Like basketball is a sport that I just love. Like they never annoy me if they start talking on TV. I can just shut the volume off and still watch basketball. You know what I mean? Like I really love basketball. And one thing that you guys have that's I think pretty unique for a high school team, but I know the game's changing a lot. I know I'm old. I'm obviously talking about Dennis Rodman, so I'm old. We know that, but you guys have 3 or 4 guys that can really handle the ball. And so watching you guys break a press, I think that's why you frustrate some of these teams so badly because they think, oh, we can slow them down, we can stop them, we'll just press them, and it doesn't work at all on you. Like you have a way to get through it. You can always break the press. So what is it about maybe it's your skills that you're working on, but I think not so many guys are so good with the ball.
Well, since we're undersized, we would all be guards. Our starting five, I would say we can all play guards, for sure. So it's just perfect for any game.
Yeah, majority of our starting five, I think, are guards, but some are just bigger, and we play as bigs.
Okay.
We learn how to play with our bodies.
Who's your favorite player?
Like NBA,
Yeah. Like who you model your game after?
I model different parts of my game after different people.
That's a great answer. Give us one.
Uh,
Where's your defense come from?
my defense, I would say probably like Beverly. Patrick Beverly.
Okay.
He's very aggressive, and he's very he's more vocal than me, but he's very aggressive and shows his presence on defense.
Robin never said a word. Just saying, going back, he never said a word. What about you? Who do you model your game after?
I model my game after Paul George just because of how smooth he plays. I try to
Yeah,
play smooth.
for sure.
Yeah.
It never seems like he's trying at all, but he's just killing it all the time, for sure, yeah. Those are some great players. What are your goals for the season, Coach? Where do you think we're headed?
the goal is to get a playoff berth. I think these last 2 seasons we haven't made the playoffs, but right now we're in a good position. We're in the driver's seat to make playoffs. We're first in the division. The goal is we would like to go undefeated, but that would be just a cherry on top. The ultimate goal is to make playoffs. But I tell them their job is to play the next game. My job is to prepare us for the season, and I'm looking games ahead, and I'm looking at other divisions that we would possibly play. And right now, I love our odds. So I expect us to make a deep playoff run and be getting on that charter bus and head into state with the girls, with the middle school teams. So that's the ultimate goal. But I think, especially with these guys going out their senior year, it'll be nice to finish out.
You boys know about the curse of the undefeated season, right?
Oh, I got that. So, yeah.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
You almost always lose in the first round if you go undefeated. So don't stress about that. You gotta get that stuff out of your head. What about your goals? What are your goals for the season?
My goals, for sure, make state, make playoffs, but play together, stick together. As long as we do that, I think we can get it far. For sure.
Okay. And then,
Mine is obviously to make a deep run in playoffs and hopefully go to state, but build our brotherhood, and hopefully that helps us with our basketball, but just our brotherhood in general.
I like that. Some things you gotta hold on to, you know? They're more important than X's and O's or wins and losses. Speaking of X's and O's and wins and losses, you guys have something that's going on that when I first got out here a few years ago, I didn't see a lot of statisticians. You know, I didn't see a lot of stats taking. But you guys got something called a hustle stat. Tell me a little bit about that.
So Coach Lawson, he after every game he watches film over and he tells all of us our hustle stats, which is our 50-50 balls, rebounds, steals, and turnovers. He
Okay.
cares about that more than points or assists, but he tells us that after games and gives us like motivational speech as well with the message.
I mean, how's that changed how you guys do business each game?
I think it makes us focus on the little things more than just scoring. Like rebounds and steals are a big part of the game, and 50-50 balls, of course. So I think we just focus that on more. It helps us for sure.
A lot of that's true no matter what sport you play with, right? How do you capitalize on a steal? How do you capitalize on a defensive rebound? And then are you capitalizing on your offensive rebounds? Those are the things that coaches lose sleep over.
Yeah. But it's like I told him, and Coach Lawson's done a great job of honing in on those hustle stats because, I guess, we're not worried about looking, how many points I had or anything, or like how many rebounds we got individually as a team, and then we out rebound the other team offensively and defensively. And the way I explained it to them, it was at the Pearsall tournament, that if you take away the scoreboard and you just look at the hustle stat between the two teams, kind of like in boxing, if it goes down to a decision, they're going to go based off those stats. They're going to go based that's going to be the decision part. So they really take pride in those offensive, defense rebounds, steals, and a lot of that's coming from the defensive end. So I think that's why they like the defensive part of it. But our idea at the end of the season, we're going to start a hustle plaque, me and Coach Lawson, and we're going to tally up all the offensive, defensive rebounds, steals, 50-50 balls, and each year, whoever had the most, you're going to get added to that plaque, and it's going to hang in that locker room. And it's just kind of over the years, just build that tradition. And Michael's brothers coming through the program, and when Michael graduates, Matthew will be able to see his brother's name up there, and cousins and whoever eventually comes through, younger brothers. But just kind of this culture we're trying to continue to build, not just in the basketball program, but even with the football teams, the volleyball teams,
Everything.
Yeah, the
Whole
coaches
campus.
yeah.
That's got to be, or was my number one goal. And you know that just because you're on my teaching staff as well, to change the culture, making school work hard 90 minutes at a time, right? But also provide more opportunities for fun, provide more opportunities for kids to find the things they're good about, they're passionate about, right? The things that they love, and celebrating them constantly. I mean, that's the whole motivation behind getting stats every week to read at the football game, is to motivate all kids to change the culture in our school. Because when you're winning, it's fun. When you're succeeding, it's fun. What's really, I think, hard on people is you go win 12 football games and it's your senior year, and then you end up working down the street at the Walmart. That's not fun. That's life forever now, right? So if we don't fix and work on everything that we do, make everything a part of a winning culture, then we have to worry about that for our kids. But if we do a winning culture in the classroom, the preparation that it takes to get kids into college or get them in the right career track in the military or show them how to start a business, or even, learning things like this, podcasting or TV production or things kids are interested in. Kids aren't interested in crocheting anymore.
Yeah.
Right? They want to do cool stuff, and the more time and energy we spend on that, the more they can take with them and share what it means to be a Bear, right? With the rest of Texas and the rest of the world, hopefully.
And I think to add to that, we try to let them know, be a valuable member to society and the community. So we've done small projects like the boys came together and they participated in the school's Angel Tree. So they sponsored somebody from the Angel Tree, and they got gifts, and it's an anonymous donation to whoever's going to receive that. So just more than, I know I've talked to you about it one time, where you got an email about more than basketball.
Yeah.
And then our plan, we had planned to go to the food bank this week, but just because schedule and game and stuff, we have to postpone it till we come back from the break. But just serving the community, going to the food bank, helping out at the warehouse, just valuable lessons aside from basketball that they'll learn as they get older and become men.
Yeah, and one of my favorite things that you all participate in, and I know you're multi-sport athletes. We're not a giant high school, so most of our athletes, whether it's the girls or the boys, they play more than one sport. And I love that. I think it will well-round you as an individual. But my favorite one is when we do the Special Olympics and all you guys are out there and you all got your own kid and you all adopt them. And some of you guys have had the same kid for 2, 3, 4 years, and you always take care of them. And that makes all the difference for me. I grew up with a brother that's handicapped as well, who, he was in life skills room essentially his whole life. And so to see that makes my heart grow. Not like the Grinch, who's real small this time. My heart grows when I see that kind of stuff. So you guys really are incredible kids. We're really blessed to have this school here. And I wanted it to grow, obviously, because the more cool things we do and the more the school grows, the more opportunities you have out there. And that's my goal, is to put us on the map in such a way that everybody goes, oh my, you graduated from Somerset? Well, we know you're going to be successful. Of course you can come to our medical school. Of course you're going to get into our law school, right? And that's what that has to be our focus all the time. So it is bigger than basketball. What is the next steps for the rest of the season? We're about halfway through. Getting there.
We're on to the second part of our charter league game. So I think starting tomorrow, it's round 2. So we'll play every team the second time.
Okay.
So I think every team, like I told them, we got a target on our back. So we're going to get everybody's best game every night. So we got to come out prepared. And I think we learned that on Monday. We had a tough idea of our team. Everybody's going to want to knock us off. So we're halfway through the season. I think we can go all the way till January 23rd.
Okay. And then playoffs start then?
Yeah.
What are your goals for the second half?
Stick playing together for sure. Keep the energy that we're carrying from the first half. That's it.
All right. Go ahead.
For me, it's to get more aggressive and just have
He's not
more.
aggressive enough. He's a good
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to put the football pads back on or something.
But for us to continue to increase our scores against these teams by playing the hard ball and not going down to the level in the first half, but go throughout the whole game playing our best game.
I like that. I think that'll be great. I see you guys going. I see you going all the way to state again. I think you can do this, man. You guys play together. You're all brilliant. You got good heads on your shoulders. There's nothing getting in the way of other than, of course, an injury, or something. But beyond that, you guys have what it takes to take it all the way. Speaking of injuries, one of the things that we've had a few concerns about recently is the overuse of our floors. So the other special announcement I wanted to make on your guys' podcast was that we're right now searching for a company that will come in and completely redo them. It's going to cost us about $10,000, I think, or so to do both of the floors. But we're going to get them completely redone, and then I'm also purchasing a walk-behind floor cleaner for you all, so that you can clean it every single day. You don't have to drag that court clean behind your back. It's just
a good warm up.
We push a button, we walk back and forth, and in 5 minutes you're done, and the floor is completely clean and it's ready to rock and roll. And I think that will help maintain a healthy team and avoid some of those injuries as well. So next year I'm hoping to get me some strobe lights and smoke machines and everything else hanging from the ceiling, but we'll see. We'll get there.
We kind of had that when we had to meet the Bears night. That was something new we did this
We
year.
won't do that every game. I want to get a big press table and everything that has all that stuff coming out underneath it. We're going big. Maybe even a big old projector in there so you guys can come out to your own video and stuff.
You're gonna be jealous after that.
Yeah. As soon as I get some, and you guys share this to all your friends and family, but as soon as we get some big vendors out there that want to go ahead and donate some money to our school, we're looking at putting the Jumbotron back up out here. And it's not just for football or soccer or whatever's out here or the Special Olympics, whatever, but you talk about community, like we can do family nights out here. We can watch movies together with the young kids, reading under the stars, all the different things that we do. You can do it at night at the Jumbotron.
Yeah.
Of course, the neighbors won't like it, but
It's a good cause.
yeah, it's a good cause. Any final thoughts?
For me, I just want to thank these guys and the whole team for coming out every day.
You don't cry when you cry.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough that senior night. I don't know. I'll try to look back. But I also want to give a shout out to all the coaches. Like I said, it's a collective group. We just had a combined practice yesterday with the high school girls. We had to share the gym, but it's okay because that band concert yesterday. So if you don't mind sharing, but we, like I said, Coach Merlin, Coach Kemper, Coach Software on the girls' side, Coach Lawson, even down to the middle school, Coach Hurt, who's been to state twice. So he's building that foundation for us and really helping us. We have Coach C on the coaching staff now. He does a great job, great basketball guy. On the girls' side, Coach Gars in middle school, she does great. She's been a state. I think she won. If she didn't, 2 years ago, and then last year she got real far. And Coach Salas, Coach Olivares, like all the coaching staff on the boys and the girls' side, and then even the non-basketball coaches I have to thank. Coach Walker, Coach Thibodeau, Coach Menton, like all these, because these guys are dual sport athletes. All the things they instilled in them when they were in football, and then Coach Gilmore, Coach Cassie, everything that they. A lot of our basketball guys came from volleyball. I think more than half. They all played volleyball together, so that also helped keeping the camaraderie. So it just didn't start in October. It started in August when these guys, came together.
August, I was here in July and they were here.
Yeah, over the summer, and the summer workouts, the summer league that they put together. So again, it's not just the basketball staff; it's a whole collective group, and it goes back to the community part, the community of coaches.
I love that if something happens, there's no canceling of games. One of our other coaches steps up and takes off, and the kids know what to do. So you don't get that in a lot of schools. I mean, it's not that I've never seen it, but it's rare to have a coaching staff that's as close knit as you guys are. Usually, as a high school principal, I do nothing but manage high school sports coaching drama. And I almost never have to deal with it here. And it's just, it's my favorite thing. Michael, final thoughts?
I just want to thank the coaches for sticking with us through all the bad practices, all bad games, good practices, good games. And thank the players for sticking and trusting me with leading this team. And Josh's not finished.
All right. You can thank your family too. They'll probably listen to this.
Also want to thank my mom and dad.
There you go.
Dropping me off, taking me back home, all the food.
Every day,
All
all year for 6 years at least.
Yeah.
7 years at least. David, final thoughts?
First of all, I want to thank my parents who always try to attend my games and give me whatever I need to, one, survive, two, just to play basketball. And I want to thank my coaches and my team who are always there with me and just who helped me become the player that I am now. And then I just hope that we try to stay healthy and have a healthy season with all players and their bodies.
Well, you boys all have gratitude, and you don't see that a lot at young men your age either. So I think you're going to go really far. I'm proud of all of you. I'm grateful to be a part of this program too and watch you guys succeed and that your parents and everybody's here. So with that being said, we thank you all for tuning in today. When's your next game?
Tomorrow.
What time?
7:15.
And here?
Here, yes.
All right, we got a home game tomorrow, 7:15. Make sure you come out and check us out, 4802 Vance Jackson Road. If you have any friends and family that want to come to a school where we love your kids and want to provide them an opportunity to make their future happen, this is the place to be, Somerset Academy Collegiate. As always, if you hear any pitter patter on the feet over the next couple of days, please do not throw things at the reindeer. You just may have a set of Spurs tickets in your stocking when you wake up. I love you guys, and there's nothing you can do about it. Have a great day.